Hello folks. Well, this video was inspired by John Donovan's combat clipper and my past experience in building fold-up flying airplanes back in 1990. Well, when I lost my two favorite flying wings in the fire back in September, I was devastated. Neither the original Bill Evans Scimitar 540 or the Wankel-powered combat clipper signed by John Donovan could be replaced. I did manage to buy another combat clipper from John and restored it, and his original fuselage, which was made from downspouts. But that Wankel, well, that was another story. So I decided to see if I could find another one, as it was one of the smoothest and most powerful for its size engine I ever had, let alone it being unusual as it has no pistons. Well, after much research, I finally found several on eBay, but lost a bid each time on every one I tried to bid on. Finally, at 4:10 in the morning, a couple of weeks ago, I won the bid on this one. Well, next I began looking for a suitable plane to put it on. I have several helis and planes ready to fly that have been donated to me that I've restored, but I'm still waiting for the weather to try to fly them. I can't fly with cold fingers. In the meantime, I kept looking for a flying wing to put it on. Since most of the flying wings I found were made from foam and for electrics, not good for fuel, I decided to use my past experience with fold-up airplanes and make my own. Well, back in 1990, I experimented with Air Corps fold-up airplanes with some luck, but found them not rigid enough for aggressive flying. Body would twist, wings would flex. So at that time, I decided to make a flying wing from the plastic fold-up stuff, and this is what it wound up looking like. I called it the FU-1 for Fold Up 1, and it flew great. So taking that experience and some arm and wing tips, I decided to make my own flying wing from foam board. The landing gear and radio equipment was purchased separately, but the entire plane was made by using a roll of clear packing tape and one foam board that cost all under $10. I started with a sketch first to make a plug-in equipment engine module instead of making a cardboard model as I did in 1990, and then so it would fold up, and then cutting out the plastic. I decided to use the plastic drain spout idea like John did. But they don't make that size gutter anymore, so I decided to see what I could do with a standard gutter. These are a few pictures of how I did it, and a run of the engine to make sure it all works before I take it out to fly. First, I covered the foam on the outside with packing tape. Colored packing tape could be used too, but I couldn't find any. I scored the foam board to remove the paper for glue to adhere better, but I really didn't need to, as Foam Tech glue really works amazingly. Well, next I laid a 2x4 12 inches back from the leading edge and folded it over. It doesn't break, it worked pretty good. I measured back 4 inches on this 12-inch cord, just a guess, and used foam strips 1 inch and 2 inches wide to make a center spar, also using a genuine arrow as a spar brace. Then I folded the top of the wing over and glued it at the trailing edge, making a nice leading edge. You see, the Elmer's board already has a fold in it, but it needed to be beveled so it works both ways. Well, next, I measured and found the center of the wing and cut a notch so I would have a left and right elevon. Then I made some foam wingtip covers out of foam board and attached them. Again, just guessing about this whole thing, I measured the center and trial fit the fuselage spout. I added wood braces to the bottom of the wing for support and added the main landing gear. Well, then I added a rudder and I'm ready to fit the electronics module. Okay, this is my plug-in module completely set up for my drain spout fuselage. I'll show you how it works here. First of all, I have the switch in the back where I can reach it from back here. I have the switch, the two servos which are mixed for elevons, the satellite receiver, the main receiver, this is an 8010T Spectrum, the battery, this is the throttle servo which goes here, and the nose wheel steering servo which goes here, and of course the NSU Wankel engine on here. So the way this all works is, here's your throttle. This would be the nose wheel steering. And elevons and elevator. So I can use this in my drain spout fuselage. Show you how this works. We just drop it in here like this. Put the screws in, and I've got my fuselage. As you can see in the back here, I can reach these will be down on the elevons, like that. I can reach in here and turn on and off the switch, and this is the charging jack right here, so all of that works good. Sounds good. Okay, we're good. Perfect. Now, if it would only stop snowing, I'm ready to go. May not look all that great, but I expect it will look good in the air with similar flight characteristics as my other flying wings. I hope you enjoy it and have fun, and who knows, maybe you could do this too.